Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all doing well, you're safe, and you're healthy also. So today's spirit card reading is mostly to kind of tell you if a person you thought had a crush on you really did have a crush on you. Okay, so there's it's more this case as if like you thought someone had a crush on you, or people told you they had a crush on you. We're just gonna kind of study the situation, the case for this person, and I'm gonna kind of give you an idea if they really did like you, or if it was just a rumor, or do they still like you, or is it still lingering there, or it's in the past, they're over it now, that kind of situation. Okay, so it's more was it true that this person had a crush on you? Okay, so whoever you are here for, okay, whichever age it might have been, we're just gonna go there. Okay, so I'm gonna use my magical, like the tarot, Rider Tarot. I'm gonna shuffle in each pile. We're just gonna kind of like, if the card is in reverse, it's more like, yes, I genuinely did have a crush on you. Okay, but it's a crush, or based on what the card will come out as, I will kind of channel the energy. If it's reverse, it's more like, no, it's just was really meaningless. It's just a rumor. Or if you didn't have any, it's like you thought they had a crush on you. It could be that other people told you, or your friend kind of said, oh, look at this person looking at you. Or you really individually thought, or you believed that this person had a crush on you based on their behavior or their body language connected to you. So it could be eye-opening, as it could kind of ground you in the same way, as if like it's also the same question as is this connection in my head, or is it really true? Okay, so it's more, it could be similar to that question also for some of you, if you're more infatuated or you're kind of more lost with spirituality. Because what spirituality could also do is that if you connect your ego with it, it can kind of lead you to a specific pathway, which is not necessarily healthy for you. It can cause you more delusion than give you that proper, realistic, grounded element. Okay, so overall, we're just going to keep it more simple. Was it really true that this person had a crush on you? That kind of situation. So we're just going to rely on tarot. So you can always confirm this, as it doesn't need to be confirmed. It's just entertainment reason. It could kind of confuse you more, as it can give you the enlightenment you seeked. Okay, because one thing you have to confirm is that how you think the connection is and how much you're investing in it on your own side. Okay, internally you can invest in it, you can do many stuff. Okay, you can live with a ghost element if you want that element. But if you really want realistic elements, if you want realistic palpable elements, as of like, have a person in front of you, or what did the person really do? Did they keep the distance all the time, or did they kind of, there's a consistent approaching of the person, as if like when you kind of ask them to be your friend, did they accept the friendship? When you follow them, did they follow you back, right? Or let's say you kind of talk with them, that they talk to you properly, or did they kind of lash out at you? Or it's like they were unapproachable in some way. They were flirting with other people, showing you that they were interested in other people. Because sometimes you believe that they're flirting just to kind of show you that you should kind of step up your game and come closer to me. But then again, it's not really that vibe sometimes. It's more the vibe of stay away from me. Okay, I don't want you to come close to me. Okay, so it's all about the body language, because sometimes they can give you that perfect eye contact, give you that magnetizing look, help you out sometimes. But then again, when you really go closer to them and you kind of start talking to them, you feel like you're weird, or you feel like you're not really welcome there, or I don't know, you kind of tried it several times, and every time they kind of like give you that short answer so that you can fuck off, it's a bit that vibe. So sometimes it's mixed signals, but then again, if you really look properly at them in a more grounded manner, you'll see that the person never really had a crush on you. You thought that they liked you, but you wanted to like them, or you wanted them to like you because you didn't know how to like yourself, perhaps. So it's the more that vibe. Okay, so if the person's still not in your life and they're not really dating you or you're not dating them, the crush will always stay, you know, it's just unrequited love. Okay, it's not really crush, it's more you crushed over them, that they're not really giving a shit about it. Okay, so it's more that vibe. Okay, so it's just to kind of like make people more grounded or give them that, you know, it's like if you're not sure about it, then confirm it. I might seem like bad here, or I might seem like I'm kind of like whatever I'm gonna say. I don't know. I could give you that element of go ahead and, you know, they really like you and stuff like that. But then again, how consistent was their, you know, approach to you, and how receptive were you, or how eager to be loved were you also? Okay, so for some of you, you know better than me. Okay, but my relationship or my experience with love perhaps was more, I was not eager to love, I was not emotionally available to love, or I didn't know how to be receptive, or I didn't trust people, I didn't trust myself. So it's more you know, it takes a while to kind of get out of the delusion of certain stuff. So I did try several times, but then again, till when will I try with no, you know, proper validation? More than 5, it's enough. Okay? Flirting and all that kind of stuff. If you want serious relationship like I want, then you have to fight fast, like more, and be eager to try several people, because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. You'll know that. Anyways, long story short, that this person you thought had a crush on you really have a crush on you. Okay, that kind of thing. Or this person you think has a crush on you, do they really have a crush on you? Okay, so the do they really have a crush on you will be said by the writer tarot here, and the rest we're just gonna read what the dilemma is, and I'm gonna kind of tune into what type of person this is in general, the mood they went through, or the mood they have connected to you if it's still present. And numerology, it's more like the energy connection. What was the energy connection from their point of view? Okay, was it more love? If it's love, then I'll say, yeah, I did like you. Or there's several different ways of loving someone. Okay, it could be platonic love also. Okay, so it's not erotic or eros type of love. Okay, so choose what your intuition, go directly to the timestamps. I'm still gonna shuffle also. I don't even know if I presented the cards. So you have the Night Sun pile 1. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like showcase the decks. Okay, so Night Sun pile 1, Essential Tarot pile 2. It's overall Essential Tarot, it's also connected with magic. Okay, so Essential Tarot is magic in some way. They're all connected with magic overall, but each one its own energy. Okay, pile 3 is the Vice Versa Tarot, the gorgeous lady or the gorgeous man with beautiful legs or thighs. Okay, female or male. Then you have pile 4, which is Dancing in the Dark Tarot. Okay, so you have the dancer here, dancing in the dark. So it's a dancer, club person, or met in the club, or person that used to be a dancer in your community, or any dancer. Okay, so I could be a folkloric dancer too. Okay, doesn't need to, or a modern dancer, or a ballet dancer, or hip-hop dancer. Okay, any dancer. Okay, it doesn't need to be a dancer either, but it could be overall. For some, I really chant salsa, reggaeton, like a man who kind of like knows how to shake the body. It's cute. And then you have Golden Universal Tarot, which is pile 5. Okay, so you have the gorgeous Universal Tarot. Okay, so 5 piles, and choose with your intuition. And I hope I will give you some grounding elements, okay? So that you will not lose yourself like I used to make myself lose over my head over certain stuff, okay? Then again, I was healing those stuff. So I'm still grateful, okay? So I don't wish people to hate people. I want people to kind of love themselves and just get over the difficult situations in life. It's not easy to be rejected, or it's not easy to wake up to the fact that it's just one-sided. It's not easy. Then again, once you're over it, or once you're kind of understand it, then you have immense freedom and happiness that comes with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. There is happiness in life. Just because one person doesn't love you, or one person is not reciprocating the love, you can give the love to somebody else who's going to reciprocate it. Or you can always spoil yourself with a lot of love. And you'll see many people will come. If you want people to come. If you don't want that, like, extra, burden, perhaps, because people come with baggages all the time. And if you've cleansed your baggages, you don't need to be receptive to other people's baggages or insults or unconscious hurt elements and all that kind of stuff. Because sometimes you absorb other people's, elements, because you're receptive to it. So you will decide what you want to do afterwards. It gives you immense freedom to do what you want. Love somebody else, be loved by somebody else. It's better to be loved more than to love more, okay? If you want that happy relationship, I find, or you want happiness in the relationship, is to love someone, but to know that the person loves you more than you love them. It's more like a little advice for some people. Okay, but if you kind of know better than me, then just follow what you know better than me. Okay, you know it. I'm not gonna say what I'm saying is right. Okay, guys. And I'm not a perfect person either. Okay, I learn. I don't learn sometimes, but I learn. Or it takes me time to understand, or kind of wake up to certain stuff. So I kind of like still allow myself the time. So, what was the relationship from their perspective? Okay, so it's more like, this is more about your person. How did they approach you, or what was the relationship connected on or based on? Simply from their perspective. Just kind of wear this because I'm drawn to wearing it. Okay. Let's go. The other one. The mood they went in when they see you, okay? The mood they're in when they saw you, or when they saw you. Whenever it was, okay? When I still see you, if it could be present and past, okay? It could be near future too, you'll know. We're manifesting stuff, but then again, I'm going more in the present moment. The mood I go in, okay? So whoever this person is that you believe had a crush on you, but perhaps they didn't. That kind. So that you'll not go on those like videos that say who's masturbating over you, or who's kind of, because that in itself kind of like manifests itself in a certain way, and it's more not healthy for you, the viewer, than the real situation. Okay, it's more healing purposes, guys, because by watching many tarot readings, who wants you, you're going there with the intention of like seeking for someone who's loving you. So it's coming from a place of lack instead of a place of real love sometimes. For those who it's like meant to be the message, okay? It's like if you're kind of lost in that vicious cycle of watching endless tarot readers, and you're kind of like not satisfied with the situation with the real person because of your insecurities, want or not, I wish that this video will reach those who need to hear it, okay? So it could be very encouraging as it doesn't need to, okay? It's cutting the karma there, let's say. For each their own. No clinging on to the past. Please. Enough. I'm tired. The past doesn't do you good. Okay? If it's not happy relations, or you're not happy in the present moment, you can definitely go back in the past and reminisce over happy times. But then again, the past is not your present. What can you focus more in the present to make your present moment happy, even though it's difficult to do so? Focus on that kind of technique instead of going back and forth and feeling loved and feeling like there was someone who lost it after you, etc. What will it change in your life? Somebody's masturbating over you. What will it change? Will you masturbate better because someone is masturbating? So I just kind of like think about those things. Or who wants you? Who's doing this to you? And are they really doing it? Kind of thing. And it's like when they're saying something and then they're not doing it. Are you feeling good or are you feeling more empty inside instead of feeling more whole? You know, it's kind of like wake up to these kind of stuff, okay? For some people who are a bit stuck in that. Because with the COVID, it could be a bit pit. Many people can go stuck in. I was stuck in it 3 years ago, okay? So that's why I'm kind of like healing a lot of like that kind of bullshit situation. So I'm happy to say this to some people who need my, you know, guidance like that. Or my boldness like that a bit. So that's it. That's the long talking and shuffling energy. So I'm going to hope that it's going to be honest. It's going to be honest reading. Okay, so we're going to be very honest with you. And I hope my intuition will be very accurate here. Okay, so we're hoping that it's going to be accurate and it's going to be not confusing. Okay, and that whenever I say certain stuff, you're going to tune into the fact that, okay, yes, it could have been this way. Okay, so it could be serious as it doesn't need to be. Okay. Or it could be that your person at the time was more in a bad energy too. I mean, nobody's perfect. And when I'm saying those things, I'm not insulting the person I kind of had an experience with. Okay, I still love the person genuinely. I respect them. But then again, it's more like if it's rejection, then it's rejection. What can I do? You know, and I can't, like, I'm not gonna insult myself. I'm not gonna sabotage myself, and I'm not gonna feel guilty for myself or like pity for myself. I deserve much more, you know, than what a person cannot offer me, you know, that kind. So you can do the same thing with whoever you're stuck with. Okay, so that kind. Okay, so it's more to kind of like empower the person to get over the past. They're clinging to the past or they're clinging to their past selves. You've transformed now, okay? Like you're not the same person you were before. Okay, so you can manifest new energy in your life. Better energy, more improved energy, okay? And in itself, there's new challenges that come in life, okay? There was no challenges, life would not have been, you know, life, you know? Well, of fortune, that's what life is. Anyways, so that's it. We're ready. So pile one, whoever chose Night Sun Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see if this person you think had a crush on you genuinely or seriously had one. Okay, was it really the case, or was it more just wishful thinking or other people's jokes on you kind of thing, or other people's impressions, but then again it was not really the case? Because sometimes people just love to talk for the sake of talking, or, you know, filling the void with certain, you know, elements. Or they're bored, so they want to kind of spice things up by helping you matchmake you with somebody. But then again, it's a shit show at the end. They're not doing their proper job, or they're not keeping the integrity proper. And here it's just like a joke or a scandal that happens. That kind, or something more internal could be. Okay, so we're just gonna shuffle the cards. So this is gonna tell me the case, but I want to know if it's they liked you or not. So did they really like you? Yes. Okay, so they did like you, and there was even a third party, this one. Okay. What was the relationship, new beginnings connected to you, and personal growth? So they kind of were about to grow. So this person had a crush on you. Yes, they did. But they also were playing with other females or other males at the same time. Anxiety and determination. So I was both anxious and determined at the same time whenever you were there. Okay, so you made this one anxious. Who were they? You have the mods. Can you give me another one, please? 2 more. Okay, you have 2 spirit animals here. And the moths. I'm tired already. I'm so tired. You don't understand. Anyways, we're not gonna assume stuff. We're just gonna confirm them, okay? Just gonna confirm stuff. So anyways. So what clarifiers I can give you? So you have December. You have 29, 26. You have blue eyes. January. Yellow eyes. Brown eyes. You have number 2, number 21, number 1, number 28, number 6 or number 9, number 8, and 15. Okay, so those are clarifiers. Then you have RSWFL, so you have Fort Myers, Florida, but just focus on the letter more than the country I mentioned. You have PDX OR, so Portland, Oregon. And then we have another one, which is LHR, so London Heathrow Airport. Okay, so you have those letters for clarifiers. Okay, so these are the energies overall, and there's one more here. You have relationship change. Okay, so this one, the person was serious about you, but then again they were stuck with another person on their end, or the other person, it's a third party situation overall, this one. Okay, so were they serious? Yes, they were. They had a crush on you, definitely. But the mood they went in was more like they were determined, but then again, they were anxious. Okay, so there were some insecurities connected to you, or the person had insecurities. On a physical level, you have 2 major arcanas, which is the sacral chakra and the, not major arcanas, but the spirit animal spirits. Okay, the moth spirit was internal, so this is more my psychic cards. That's why I didn't want to kind of go only with this, but the fact that I have 2 spirit animals here, like 2 spirit. Okay, so the circle here on the card is a spirit animal more. So you have sacral chakra, which is the sea serpent. represented by the sea serpent. And you also have the third eye chakra, which is represented with the unicorn, okay? So overall, on a physical level, your person was very intuitive, very discerning. And with the sea serpent, they're very sensuous, sexual, receptive to romance, and it's like they have a certain flow with life, okay? So overall, I was happy with the relationships I had. So this one, it could have been that the person is bisexual, or the person is into they like several people at the same time. Could be two females that I like at the same time, and I like each one of them differently. Could be that way, okay? So it's a person that likes orgies, or they're in that type of relationship, okay? So you will know, okay? This one, it could be that I can love 3 people at the same time, okay? Genuinely love 3 different people, and my love with 3 different people is different, perhaps. I'm that type of person, perhaps. Or it could be that this is more like there's a third party situation, and I was anxious and I was determined. So sometimes I was more serious and I was kind of more upfront and personal with you, and sometimes I was very distant. I didn't feel comfortable, or I was always a bit wishy-washy, perhaps. I didn't want to hurt you, perhaps. It could be that way. But the relationship was more like I wanted to have a new beginning with you. So perhaps I was tired by the other person. Could be that way. So I'm kind of like embracing several ideas here, okay? It could be that I'm into several relationships, okay? I like different relationships. I'm a polygamous. It's not a monogamous, okay? It's like you will know, okay? Or you will kind of just think about it, okay? So it could be that I like several people at the same time. I have so much love to give like that, okay? Could be that way. And for some of you, it's more like I'm on a one-on-one, but then again, I was caught in between 2 people, okay? It's either I was married and I liked you, I was serious about you, and I wanted to divorce the other person, male or female, whoever it is. Or it's more like there was no real element of wishing to divorce. It's just that I wanted to have a relationship with you. Meanwhile, I had kept the other one also. It's 2-timing energy, but it's not, perhaps, if we're going from the person's perspective. Because orientation, sexuality could differ also. And based on how open you are as a person. How open and comfortable you are with those. Because the more I kind of explored other orientation, I cannot really discriminate into if I'm not stopping myself from religious and cultural boundaries. Okay? I'm not limiting myself here. That's what Diva's trying to say. Okay? So for some of you, you will know if the person is more sexual orientation is like that. Okay? For some of you, it's more one-on-one person I am. And I wanted to change my relationship. And I was growing up as a person too. And I wanted to have a new beginning with you. But when it came to the one-on-one between you and me, perhaps I was more anxious, but I was determined too to kind of like be serious about you. I wanted to change my relationship. So I wanted to change my partner. Could be that way. But deep down, I'm more psychic, but fragile. Okay? And more nocturnal person, okay? I'm more nocturnal, or I'm more like isolated, because moths are definitely, they like to isolate themselves, okay? It's like they kind of are attracted to flames. So perhaps you were a passionate person that I was attracted to overall. But with the sea serpent and the unicorn, I'm more discerning nature. And with the sea serpent, I'm happy. I'm passionate, but I'm comfortable with my emotions also. So I'm more comfortable with my emotions, okay? I'm an emotional person overall. Okay, I'm emotional. I have an emotional intelligence, as I am not just emotionally intelligent. I'm very discerning, okay? So I'm a very enlightened male or female. So this one, they did have a crush on you. And you were not really, wrong there. It's just that they were anxious. They were determined, but then again, they were anxious when it came to you, perhaps. Because they were seriously wishing to have a new beginning. And grow and, you know, change. Personal growth. Mature a bit, perhaps. Anyway, so what's the main situation? So you have the 10 of Swords energy. How they felt about the whole situation is because they feel guilty, perhaps. Their challenge connected to that was to kind of Knight of Pentacles, to be a serious suitor, perhaps. The reason why it was that way is because they were kind of always, internally, they wanted to do this for themselves, okay? They really knew what they wanted to do. In the initial energy, you have the 10 of Pentacles connected to you. In the middle section, you have the Tower card. And then in near future, you have the Page of Wands energy. But do I have anything physical here? I don't think so. You have the 4 of Pentacles. So, give me something else also. I don't trust that 4 of Pentacles. So you have the 7 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. Below the deck, we have 3 of Pentacles. Well, look, okay, the person, how the situation was, perhaps, because there was a third party, but then again, they were not able to, you know, like, do the things that they wanted to do, perhaps. But this one is overall, I feel guilty for being in love with you, perhaps, this one. Or I felt guilty because of my orientation. Could be I was not out of the closet then, or still not looked at properly, so it's not out of the closet about my orientation. Because some people are bisexual, or some people like several relationships, but it's not looked properly, right? Okay, LGBTQ friendly kind of reading. Or for some of you, it's a one-on-one. Okay, it's a person that's a one-on-one and they wanted to definitely change the relationship. Okay, but they felt very, very guilty for whatever was the case. Okay, so it's more like I have a girlfriend and I'm kind of interested in you. You know, it's like I have a crush on you and I have a girlfriend. That kind. Or I have a boyfriend where I'm married and I have a crush on you. That kind. So I feel immense guilt internally. So that things were not necessarily proper between you and me. Okay, it's more like there were certain stuff I wanted to hide, or you were aware of it, or you were not aware of it. I don't know. Okay, but me internally, I felt very guilty. My challenge was to kind of be a serious suitor of yours, but then again, internally, I wished to do it, you know? And reason why it was that way is because I knew that I wanted to kind of, you know, do this, but then I was anxious. In the past, connected to the guilt consciousness, is more like I felt more stable, or I kind of act like I was more stable, but internally in the middle section, I kind of lost here. I felt lost, or I felt like I hit rock bottom in the situation. Okay, so it's something that I felt very ashamed of, or I kind of like learned my lesson perhaps the hard way connected to you, or it's more like my biggest fear did happen. Okay, so if I prided myself for being a loyal partner perhaps, or a good person, I seemed like I was judged to be a player perhaps. And that was my biggest fear, perhaps. I don't like to be considered a player. Perhaps. It could be that way. Okay, but, or I hit rock bottom overall. Okay, because you knew about it, or you figured it out, or didn't know about it at all. But I hit rock bottom. Either, I was put to my place internally. Okay, the important thing is that I passed through a dark night of the soul, perhaps because of this, or I kind of like learned my lesson overall, connected to you. And in the near future, it's more like connected to you. It's more like I made the decision to kind of I don't want to say deceive you this one, but there's a bit of deception. I don't know in what way it's deceptive, but I kind of made the decision to stay deceptive. And with the Page of Wands, it's more like explore other people could be, but on a physical level, I'm still holding on. So this one, it could be that the person still stalks. You'll know. If they stalk in a more deceptive manner, like through fake accounts and all that kind of stuff, you will know about it. But then again, I don't want to say this because I don't want you to have any hope, so that you can just move on. Okay, because this one, like, I'll just like shuffle one more, but this one, it's more deceptive, or it's more like hanging there. Okay, so it's more hanging and reflecting over what it wants to do with you. So it's still indeterminate. Okay, it's indeterminate. It's not determined at all. Okay, so reject. Okay, still, and anyways, for now, stay away from them. Okay, so it's not really important. They're still third party, or there's some kind of you know, they haven't made their mind up. Anyways, they're still anxious and they're still determined, but then again, they're anxious. So if they can't really move on, then I'll say you don't need to move on. Move on. Okay, so first up, I really want to cut this one. It's still deceptive, okay? So you don't need to wait for this one. It's not fun for you, okay? Like, open your eyes to other beautiful men or females out there, okay? It's a very good catch, perhaps, but then again, be it a good person like this, you will decide if you want to be patient with them or not, okay? So, you will decide, okay? So for some of you, they're holding on a bit, or on a physical level, it seems like they're holding on. But internally, they're wishing to kind of, it's like they made a decision to deceive you still, okay? Even if they're an eager suitor, even if they're a passionate suitor of yours, okay? Even if they're like that internally, on a physical level, they're holding on to you, but it's stagnant, okay? The major arcana is the Hangman, means that I'm not making any move, okay? That's the type of thing. I'm stagnant. I'm self-sabotaging, or I'm kind of like reflecting, okay? Be very enlightened energy that I'm doing that, or not, okay? So first now, I want to be where I am, okay? So if they're not close to you, they're not putting the work, they're rejecting you overall, means that they're still wishing to hang there. Okay, so for you as a person, if you want to wait for them, then wait. But I'm gonna say move on, please. Okay, so it's like the more you're wasting your time waiting for this one, it's a waste of time. Okay, really, it's really a waste of time. Okay, so stop, unless you are comfortable with the fact of being alone, or the fact of like dating other people with the hope of like forgetting them. But then again, you're still thinking of them when you're dating other people. So it's not really healing like that. Okay? So it's more like cut the karma with this one. And they're deceiving you. Anyways, they made the decision to deceive you. It was deceptive from the start. Anyways. That's it. Okay? So that was pile 1. Pile 2, whoever chose Essential Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy this time. So let us see if the person you thought had a crush on you really did have a crush, or the person you think has a crush on you, do they still have a crush on you, or is it true? that they have a crush on you. Because sometimes you think it's that way, but then again, it's not. Okay, so I hope to give you enlightenment. Okay, so, and I hope it's gonna be accurate, but then again, there's no way of knowing. Okay, so this is more entertainment, you know. Okay, just confirm everything I say. So, did I have a crush on you? Okay, like, did I really have a crush on you? So, you have the Knight of Swords. No. No. I didn't have a crush on you. You thought I had a crush on you, but then again, I didn't really have a crush on you, this one. This one, I didn't have a crush on you. The type of relationship I connect you is perseverance. And financial discipline. Okay, so it's overall financial discipline. And the behavior I did it without really thinking about it, okay? It's that kind. The mood they go in, rejection. I didn't have a crush on you, this one. If you thought I had a crush on you, I didn't have a crush on you. So let me give you some clarifiers, perhaps, this one. It's good to know, this one. This is very clear cut. You have yellow eyes, brown eyes, blue eyes, and yellow eyes. So yellow eyes, hazel, okay, or yellowish. And blue brown, January or December. Okay, so you have those clarifiers. Letters I can give you here is BFS, so Belfast, Ireland City Code. STLMO, so St. Louis, Missouri, but St. Louis or Louis, my name being Louis. And you have MAD, so Madrid, Spain. I might be from Spain also. So Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So you have MKEWI. Okay, so MKEWI, BFS, STL, St. Thomas, like a child St. Thomas, or my name is Saint Ange, something of that sort. Madeline or Matilda or Maddie, could be that way, or Michael, could be that way also. So this one overall, it's more the vibe I go in is I wanted you to reject me, or I wanted to reject you overall. I was never interested in you, okay? So if you thought I had a crush on you, it's not real. It's just that I acted without knowing that my behavior caused you that kind of stuff, okay? So with the perseverance and the financial discipline, it's more like the connection you and I had was more, you know, financial, it's more career, and it's more about perseverance, okay? So it's like the better perseverance was, it was better that way. So the better you worked, the better I was. So my energy is the hyena. So I don't like the hyena energy that much. It's mocking by nature. Oh, I'm a mocking person. I mock people overall. I take other people's credits too, okay? So I kind of like to act like, I kind of like make you work hard so that I can benefit from your hard work, that kind. Okay, so this one, there's really no love, okay? There's no real crush. It's just if I kind of like did the way I acted, perhaps it's more to seduce you to work better for me so that I can look better here. Okay, that kind. So what's the main situation? It's like how I felt. It's more like with the Queen of Swords. It's more like I was more logical and more, you know, like intimidating, or if it's not intimidating, it's just that kind of vibe. My challenge connected to you with the Five of Cups, it's more like to have this missed opportunity. Okay, so it's more like because you work very well, or because you're a good hard worker, I need to kind of like seduce you, or to kind of like persuade you to do more for me so that I can take the benefit here, that kind. Okay, so the reason why it was that way is the Devil card. Overall, it's overall more using you in specific way. Okay, so I wanted to use you, that's the thing. Okay, this one, I really don't want to kind of say this, but even if you thought I kind of flirted with you, even if I kind of approached you, even if I did advances on you, I wanted to use you. This one, this is really not genuine, authentic energy. It's more manipulative work, and it's more after its own gain than yours. Okay, it's more like, how am I gonna get you to be motivated to work more, to kind of like do more for me. Okay, do more for me so that I can benefit here. So you have the Fool card in the middle energy with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands overall, and then in the near future it's more the Queen of Cups energy with the 10 of Pentacles and the Star. So I don't know if it becomes more genuine afterwards, but I'm not gonna trust this energy. I don't like this type of people in general. Okay, I accept them, I respect them still, but this is it's like I don't like to allow them to use me. So, not a fucking object. Anyways, I'm not an object. I don't like to be objectified by people. People know that also. Okay, so I treat you like a human being. You need to treat me like a human being. I'm not a fucking object, this one. But this one overall, they wanted to objectify you overall. So it's more like they're more strategic thinker. They're more stricter. They're more intimidating. Or internally, how they felt about you is more like, how am I gonna benefit the most out of this? Okay, so it's more strategic. And the reason why it's that way is because I'm a person that I like to kind of use people. Okay, I like to objectify people. I objectify myself also. Okay, so I'm a more like important, like I make sure that I'm well groomed. I make sure that I look good. I'm perfect, but it's all about how I look. Okay, it's all about visuals with this one, and manipulating, using you to their own benefit. Okay, so with it's a type that would flirt with you. They're gonna sleep with you so that they can climb the ladder, be it you're gonna work for them. Okay, they're gonna be like a puppet for me. That's what the Devil card is. Okay, and my challenge with the Five of Cups is to kind of like lose like I don't want to lose anything. Okay, so it's one of those kind of like leaders, let's say. This could be a leader position, or it's like a person that will kind of brainwash you to believe that there's something there for, it's like I'm loving you, I'm flirting with you, I'm sleeping with you, or I'm kind of I'm gonna use you. This one is flirting or persuading you to work harder like a slave, so that I can use what you're giving me so I can get the credit. It's like, I'll give you an example. Okay, I know we can even go marriage here, this one. Okay, so, but I don't want to go there. Okay, we're not going to manifest that kind of stuff. We're just going to go more simple. Okay, you're dating someone here, this one. Okay, the person started dating you, but then again, because I know you're not the type of person that is interested in flirting, or you're not the club going type of person. You're not the type that, you know, flirts with people. So you don't get it. But then again, I sense and I see that you're that type of person. And I know you're very hardworking. I know you're very intelligent. You're like a genius in your field. So I'm going to date you, this one, so that you can, let's say we're both science students, okay? We're both science students and you're an A+ student, okay? And I'm not necessarily that smart, okay? But I know that you finished your baccalaureate in chemistry, let's say. And I'm kind of like working in an environment where I'm like a TA, but I'm not smart like you, but I see potential in you, okay? So I make sure that you write the thesis and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of like make sure that you help me out with this, but then you're the one who's writing it all the time because I'm using you here. I'm kind of like persuading you, or I'm kind of like sleeping with you. I'm kind of winking at you. I give you the title of my girlfriend or the title of my boyfriend, anything you want like that. And I'm making sure that I can get as much from you as possible. So you wrote the thesis, it's an A+, right? So but you wrote it for me. You did it for me because you love me. So I'm using it like that. And you did it. My name was on it. So I kind of like gave it in and I got that baccalaureate or like that doctorate PhD thing because of you. But then again, it's like I'm using you. So if I gain a Nobel Prize winning, it's you did it, but your name is not on it. I'm using it. So I'm that kind of person, okay? So the credit comes to me at the end of the day. I need to use you. I wanted to use you. But at the end, I always didn't like you, okay? I didn't like you. I had my girlfriend or my boyfriend I was kind of like dating at the time you were writing that article. So imagine just at what point this is not sexy at all for me. This is a person who has no balls, okay? But then again, perhaps they started liking you, this one. They started liking you a bit, okay? But just know that this is the type of man or female. So this one is where I wanted to use you, but then again, I caught feelings for you. Could be that way. But then again, I will not trust this type of energy. I don't like hyena. I like lion type of men or females, okay? It's like lion. At least it's genuine. At least I understand. It has many lionesses, you know? But it's a king, you know? But this one, it's a hyena. It laughs. Okay, it has a certain hyena type of laugh too. Okay, so it's not really genuine, whatever they do. Yeah. There's always a third person with this one. Okay, it's more like how I'm gonna use you or I'm gonna use other people. It's a bit that vibe. Okay, so they might have started liking you afterwards, but then again, I don't know if you want to be with them. This one. It's your taste in people. I'm not kind of insulting you, okay? It's your decision, it's your life, it's your karma at the end of the day. But this one, it's all about using, okay? So if you're the type that likes to use people yourself, then I'm not gonna kind of like, it's just a taste, you know? It's like, it's just your comfort zone. Anyways, so with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, it's more like I became foolish, or it's like I started having faith in you, perhaps. So I'm kind of like catching feelings for you, or I became more possessive over you, or I started caring more about you and having faith in you and being happy with you, okay? So this one, Diva's gonna say it's more objectification, okay? So I used you for my own gain. At least that's how it started, okay? And that's how it is also for some of you. Okay, like I flirt with you so that you can perform better, okay? Like I flirt with you, I sleep with you, but perhaps there's nothing really. It's like, it's a mixed, it's like it acts, you're not crazy when you feel like sometimes they're keeping a distance from you and they really don't like you. And sometimes when they're really approaching you, it's like, it's a type of like technique that they use, this one, okay? So trust yourself and trust your intuition. Overall, for now, they're more respectful from the energy I'm getting. But in the past, they really didn't like you. But then again, they flirted with you, or they kind of like, well, are in a more seductive energy because they thought that's how you were going to perform better for them. Okay? That kind. You'll know. Okay, this one. I had a wake-up call for me, this one. But it's still good, you know? It's about how I'm gonna use you overall. And it's mocking by nature. Okay, I'm the type of man or female that mocks. I'm better for my own gain. Okay, my gain, not yours, mine. You're gonna be my slave a bit, okay? You're gonna work for me. Because you love me, because I love you, but it's more like it's not genuine loving. It's more like it's boosting you to kind of, it's a reason for you to work better. Be more inspired. Be more motivated. Because you love me, you'll do this for me. But then again, I'll kind of like choose another person at the end though. Once everything is established and I've had enough of you, I've used you as a tool, I will choose somebody who will help me climb the ladder even more, okay? But I will genuinely like that one. You know, it's that kind. But that's the type of vicious cycle they're going to go in. But for now, I like you genuinely. Okay? I'll say don't trust them, but it's up to you. Anyways, so you have vice versa tarot, pile 3, whoever chose pile 3. Let's see if the person you thought has a crush on you, if they really liked you or if it was just delusional. Okay, so this one, it's more about a person that did advances towards you or not. Okay, this one, so you thought that they had a crush on you, but we're gonna confirm to you now if they did or they did not. Okay, so this is all entertainment say, but then again, I wish from a heart space that it's gonna give you the wake-up call you need. It could be in the past as it could be in the present moment. You're thinking that this person has a crush on you, but then again, perhaps the reality is really not the same. Okay, so let us start off by giving you that answer. Perhaps you'll decide if you want to click off or not. Okay, vice versa. So did I really have a crush on you? This one, not really, okay? I didn't really have a crush on you. I deserved you having a crush on me, though. Vice versa, tarot. Okay, so I deserve to be admired, perhaps, this one. I like admirers. I need admirers, perhaps, this one. That's the kind. So, no, I didn't really... Perhaps it's not I didn't have a crush on you, but I liked you. Could be that way. But this one, it's more like it's just simple liking. Okay, it has nothing to do with wanting to be in a relationship with you. Nothing of the sort. It's more like I deserve to be admired. That kind. All eyes on me kind of thing. Or I might be like a fire sign. But not all fire signs are like this. Okay, it can have intense fire placements also. All signs, but fire placements overall. So that's the vibe. What type of relationship you and I had? So it's parenting. So you and I were parenting. We were babysitting. That's the kind of energy I have. And I was gonna take this again, but it's not that. I kind of caught myself doing this. The mood I went in, it's sweetness. So I found you very sweet, though. I really liked you, this one. Okay, I liked you. Not that I didn't like you, but the vibe was I didn't have a crush on you. I liked you, this one. It's not a crush energy. It's a sweet liking. That kind. I genuinely liked you. Doesn't mean that I want to be in a relationship with you, though. But I found you sweet. I liked you. But it's not a crush. So I'll give you some clarifiers, perhaps. You'll need them. As simple as I can, okay? So you have eyes, blue eyes, and July. Okay. So I don't know if I want one more. January. So you have January and July, and you have blue eyes. So this one is simple liking overall. So whoever you think has a crush on you just likes you. Okay, they're admirable and they believe that they are likable. Okay, so that kind. I didn't. Oh, and what type of person am I? So you have the firefly, and there's one more that comes with that. You have the rabbit. So, I'm a very prosperous person. I want to say I'm very sexual also. Okay, so I have a sex appeal to me. For some of you, I do have sex appeal. And with the firefly on a physical level, it's more like I have something inside, internal, that kind of, it's that kind of energy where I shine bright. But then again, I might not be very attractive. But I have something that attracts people to me. People like me in general, okay? And parenting, it's more like we were babysitting people together. And I'll give you some letters for some of you. So it's that vibe. Okay, so you have BFS, MCI, MO, and you have MSY, LA. So you have New Orleans, Louisiana, Kansas City, Missouri, and you have Belfast, Ireland city code. Okay, so it could be those countries or those letters. Okay, so what's the main situation? You have the judgment card. Okay, so we have the judgment card. In the challenge here, you have the justice card, the death card, and you have the Three of Swords. And the reason why it's that way is the Ten of Cups. In the initial, it's more the Four of Pentacles. In the middle is the Four of Cups. And then in the near future, it's more the Two of Pentacles. So this one overall, it's not a crush. Okay, it's not really a crush. It's like the person is focused on somebody else connected to you. Okay, so it's more like you help them heal their crush, or you help them heal the difficult time overall. So with the main situation being the judgment, it's more connected to you. I look at you as if you're younger than me, and I should kind of like look over you, that kind. Guide you or help you out here. And the reason why it's that way with the Ten of Pentacles, it's more like I'm married with somebody else, or I've kind of been divorced several times, and you know, it's more paternal or maternal connected to you, that kind. Okay, and the challenge connected to you was to be more truthful and fair with you, and kind of like transform myself. So I needed to kind of let go of somebody perhaps, or transition. And with the Three of Swords, the challenge was to kind of not get hurt by you, or not hurt you overall. Okay, so it's all just liking, this one. There was really no crush. If you thought that I had a crush on you, it's really not that vibe. Okay, so that's the energy here. Okay, so I was married also. I was with somebody else also. Okay, so I was the girlfriend or the boyfriend of somebody else, or I was divorced, or whatever it is. Okay, so in the initial energy, it's more like I wanted to hold on to my person, and I was focused on my person. Okay, so I had plans and stuff with my person. With the Four of Cups energy, it's more like perhaps connected to you. It's more like it was always, you were not the person I liked. Okay, you were not the person I wanted to date. This one, you were not the person I wanted to, even if I was dating you, perhaps I was dating you because you were like, you liked me. So I kind of like looked at it more in a more practical way. This was more practical. This was more spending quality time with you in the form of a mother, a brother, a sister, a father figure kind of thing, okay? And in the near future, it's more like I'm juggling two other people outside of from us, okay? So it's more like it's not connected with you. It's more like I liked you, and if I dated you, then I believed I was allowed to date you. That kind. But this one, it's more a vibe of perhaps... I'm really channeling. I did mention to you that I'm kind of like looking at you in the form of a father figure or a mother figure. I felt motherly or fatherly love or brotherly, sisterly love kind of thing, okay? It was never really sexual or romantic. Unless you know about it, then I'll say perhaps choose another pile, okay? Or it could be possible that I did sleep with you, this one, even if I had fatherly or motherly love. But then again, that's a bit more distorted by nature, unless I have father issues or mother issues, or you have those kind of stuff. But it's not a bad thing to kind of reflect on, okay? So I'm not kind of condemning you for having those kind of thoughts. It's completely normal to me. I've seen many stuff, okay? So I don't really care. So it could be that it's that vibe, but then again, I was doing it to kind of help you, perhaps, this one. But I've never really looked at you in the form of a romantic partner, or I didn't see it that way. Okay, so if we went for a cup of coffee, you bought me something, or you didn't, I didn't look at it that way. Okay, I wasn't looking at it that way. Okay, so just wake up to that for some of you, okay? It's that vibe, okay? So I liked you. Simple liking. You were a sweetheart. You were a sweet girl or a sweet guy. I liked you. That kind. Was never really romantic like that. Okay? So that's it. Now, pile 4, whoever chose Dancing in the Dark, Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, or let us just confirm to you if this person really liked you, like really had a crush on you, or if not, okay? So it's more, the question is, the person you think has a crush on you, they really have a crush on you, or did they really had a crush on you at the time? But I'm just gonna go more present moment, okay? So did I really have a crush on you, or was it just like a misunderstanding altogether? So, did I really have a crush on you? Okay, it's a yes or a no, we'll see. So, yeah, I was a serious suitor of yours. Okay, so I wanted to take you seriously. Yes, I was serious. Okay, so I had a serious, really, crush on you. Okay, it's a serious crush on you. And, you have magic success. So, the vibe I went in was more, I was enchanted. And I felt like recognized and successful, connected to you. It's good. The relationship you and I had is pride with patience. So pride and patience. So I was very patient with you, or you were patient with me, or you and I were patient with each other, and we were very proud. So we kind of like, we were proud towards each other. So perhaps there were some blockages. This one, you'll know. Type of personality I had is the deer. With the golden egg. Okay, so it's a very lovable, motherly type of person, a nurturing, gentle, soft-hearted, and abundant person, okay? It's definitely a very nice person you have here, okay? the dancer in the dark, okay? You have MKEWEWI, okay? I really channeled William for some of you, or Willie. Willie, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, okay? Then you have Copenhagen, Denmark, CPH. Henry, Harry, Peter, perhaps, or Pierre. Patricia, perhaps. One more. And then you have SAN and CA. So you have San Diego, California. Could be Diego too, or Santiago, perhaps. Those types of names. I'll put those back before I forget them. So you have DEC, so December, DEC. DC. You have number 28. You have 20. You have September. Okay, so you have those that come with clarifiers. So how did I feel towards you? So you have the Knight of Swords with the Fool card. My challenge was the Page of Wands with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands with the Seven of Cups. The reason why it's that way, it's the Queen of Wands energy with the Six of Pentacles. In the initial energy, you have the Four of Swords. In the middle, you have the Three of Wands. And the near future, you have the Ten of Pentacles. With the King of Cups energy here. Below the deck, we have Five of Swords. So, connected to, I'm more in my ego and I'm more anxious now than ever. But then again, the ego was always there. Okay, so I was always egoistic, or I was arrogant on a physical level, perhaps, but I was not necessarily internally to be that way, okay? So your person is a good-hearted person, and they're very motherly, and they care about many people, okay, internally. And they did care about you seriously. Although perhaps it was not properly conveyed because of XYZ reasons. So perhaps I went in my ego, or I was more arrogant. Could be that way. So connected to you overall with the Knight of Swords and the Fool. So on a physical level, I was more foolish, or I was more mysterious, perhaps. It's more mysterious. I was more mysterious connected to you, but internally I was I acted without thinking. This one. So with you, most of the time I acted without thinking. Okay, so I acted foolishly like that because I didn't think properly. And the reason why it's that way is because I'm more the type that like to be admired than to admire someone. And I believed I could have been the hero here. So I was more hero focused. I wanted to be the hero. I wanted to be the savior of the day, perhaps this one. It's that kind of mentality, perhaps, okay? So I was more self-centered overall. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's more, I didn't want to beg for your attention that much. Okay? I didn't want to beg for your attention. So my challenge was to perhaps kind of like show you properly that I was passionate about you. Show you properly that I was passionate about you. But then again, with the Seven of like Cups, I had my doubts always. So I was not sure if it was going to be welcomed. Or at the time, perhaps, I might have believed that, you know, I should just date one person I will be, you know, loyal to, perhaps. This one. It's more like, would you have been the one person I'll be loyal to all my life or not? That kind. Okay, so overall, connected to you, there's a lot of pride and there was a lot of patience because they weren't sure if you were serious like they were. And they also had the question of their pride and arrogance or ego. Okay, it's more like I wish to win here. So if I have a certain intention when it comes to relationships, I wanted to succeed at it. So I wanted to perhaps, you know, be serious with you, but then again, perhaps you were not serious. The whole situation perhaps was not really serious. With the initial energy being the Four of Swords, it's like from the start I was chill at it, okay? I was more like guarded and, you know, I knew that I liked you, let's say. I knew that I was serious about you, but then again, I could get hurt here, okay? So because perhaps I didn't know you liked me, this one, okay? I didn't know you liked me, or even if you acted like you liked me, I'm more seeking for someone serious. So if you were not eagerly, you know, putting the hard work there and acting more wishy-washy or hard to get, I'm already the type of person that likes to play hard to get, okay? So if you wanted me to give you attention, I was not going to give you any attention. I want you to give me the attention so I can see if you're serious, because I'm the type that deserves the attention here, okay? So if I'm more the arrogant, egoistic type of person, I want you to show it to me. But deep down, I was not necessarily egoistic, okay? It's a persona I have. I care a lot. But then again, perhaps we don't see that. We only see what I show people. So, that kind. I was more chill around about it, and I didn't want to get hurt, okay? And in the middle section, there was a time where I really wanted to kind of start fresh, or in the present moment, I just want to start fresh, this one. I just kind of like want to see myself with somebody else or invest in somebody else, because the relationship with you is just patience and pride. So there's patience here, you know? So what do you get with patience? Nothing, you know? Yeah, they say patience is a whatever you call it, but till when are you going to be patient? Till you turn 50, 60, 70? You're no longer fertile to have children at the time. For females, that is. For guys, I don't know how long it takes, but females, you need to reproduce as soon as possible to have healthy children, okay? Yeah, technology today, but then again, how long are you going to wait, you know? That kind. So, then again, if this is a woman, of course. If this is a guy, overall, it's more like if you're a woman and you're getting older and I want children, I need to seek elsewhere if I want children. We can have hope till when, you know? And then in the near future with the Ten of Pentacles, perhaps I'm gonna find myself a person and get married to them, and be invested in my person. Okay, so it's overall that vibe here. Could be connected to you, as I'm gonna hold on to you a bit, but then again, we're not gonna manifest that kind. If I'm serious like this, I'm not gonna, I might like you and I might respect you because I used to like you and I was a serious suitor of yours, perhaps, but you didn't see it. What can we do? It's in the past, you know? So, that kind. I'm more like investor, okay? Like, I need to see work, I need to see hard work on your end, and I want to see you care about me. But if you don't care about me, till when am I going to be patient? Till when? You know? That's it. That was pile 4. Okay, so thank you and have a good day. Pile 5, whoever chose Golden Universal Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see if this person who you thought has a crush on you, or you think has a crush on you, but we want to like give you that wake up call of perhaps yes it's true or no it's not. Okay, so it's just entertainment's sake. Perhaps I want to confirm certain stuff, but then again, I really cannot, but we're just kind of going with the flow. Okay, so if you kind of believe in this, just confirm, and then move on if you need to. And if not, then, you know, best of luck, perhaps. Okay, so this one, whoever you think or thought had a crush on you, that they really have. And if not, or if yes, we'll see kind of how they felt or how they feel about you right now, that kind. So who or they? So you have the Cobra. This person. Okay, let me see. So you have number 14. You have yellow eyes, green eyes, brown eyes, and ice blue eyes. Okay, you have number 8. You have December. You have September, and you have January. Okay, so could also be 8 for August too, and you have number 14. Okay, that way. So did I have a crush on you? Did I really have a crush on you? You have the Wheel of Fortune. What kind of answer is this? Even if I want to say no, I don't, Wheel of Fortune is there, so things can change. Things could definitely change, perhaps, this one. So you have physical activity. So the relationship between you and me is that we kind of play together. We kind of play sports together. We will play sports together. This could be in the present moment as it doesn't need to be. Okay, so we dance together. Perhaps this one, forgiveness. So I don't like the forgiveness card there. Okay, it's really not my card. My field of forgiveness. And you have synchronicities. The mood I go in when I see isolation. Okay, so I want to isolate myself. I want to disappear from that place, perhaps. What am I going to do with this isolation card? Can you give me something? Ugh, okay, you have the Cobra with the owl. Okay, this one, it's like, did they have a crush on you? I can't say it's a yes or no. It's a no for now, okay? But then again, with the Wheel of Fortune, things can always change, okay? It's either it's in your hands if you want to change it, or it's in your person's hand if they want to change it. But the type of person this is, the Cobra, it's more like a person that does have power, because I always channel throat chakra with the Cobra, okay? So Vishuddhi, it's like the magic house, okay? Because ether element is the one that controls the throat chakra, okay? So it's about the hearing, it's about intuition, it's about peace and balance, it's about nirvana. Also with the owl, I always channel Athena, okay? So it's more like a person that can see through the darkness. With the Cobra, it's a person that knows its own power, okay? And it's a very alert, okay? It's a very alert, intimidating energy, okay? Owl and Cobra are two very magic, occult science animals. So I want to say this person does know like they do feel their intuition, okay? Like I feel intuition very well. So connected to you or you and me, forgiveness. Well, it's not a real crush, okay? This one, I don't know who I'm reading this for, because it can change if you want it to change. Like, I can say I like you, perhaps. I do like you, let's say. But then again, if you want it to become crush, perhaps we can change. Okay? But when it comes to the mood I connect, it's like I want to isolate myself. I don't want to be there. Okay, so forgiveness, perhaps you did something, like you let me on, perhaps, and then you chose somebody close to me. Could be that way, this one. If you want my forgiveness, it's already done. Okay, you know, it's like it's already done. So you just need to be happy with your person you chose. Okay, and I'll be happy for both of you, that kind. Okay, if that's the vibe here. Okay, but synchronicities and physical activity. Either you and I danced together, you and I played soccer together, you and I played volleyball together, you and I swim together, or whatever it is. There was physical activity between you and me, and many people perhaps, and with forgiveness, it's more like I needed to forgive you for certain stuff, or you needed to forgive me for certain stuff. So, could be many ways. I don't know why forgiveness is there, though. I don't know why forgiveness is there. What the hell is forgiveness doing here? Intuition. You'll know how to kind of look at this, but it's more like the connection you and I had was more severely intuitive, and physical activities that we played together, or we kind of interacted together once, perhaps, and synchronicity is just meant to be, perhaps. Okay, what else can I say mood-wise? Strength. So I felt strong, but I wanted to isolate myself, okay? And you have surrender. So I wanted to surrender to the connection, perhaps this one. Man, I don't know. But overall, it's a very intuitive person and intuitive, okay? So I'm a very intuitive person. I'm honest. I'm always honest, okay? I might be boldly honest, could be. Okay, but I'm more gently honest. Okay, I'm more gently bold honest. Okay, it's like I use it with a more clean consciousness, that kind. Okay, with the Cobra, it's more like I have power. Okay, I do have strength there. So I gave you certain letters. I don't remember if I gave you letters, but I'll give you some letters here. So you have MDT, PA, so Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You have ATL, GA, so Atlanta, Georgia. Then you have ATH, Athens, Greece. Then you have Brisbane, Australia, BNE. And then we have STLMO, St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, so I could be from these places as I don't need to be. Okay, but just take what resonates. Okay, so what's the deal here? What's the situation? So you have the 9 of Wands energy in reverse here, this one. Like, this one, I don't know what to say. Like, you have the 3 of Pentacles. The reason why it's that way is the Fool. In the initial energy, you have the Emperor card. In the middle section, you have the 4 of Swords. And in the near future, you have the 10 of Wands. What's the future about this? Okay, you have the Ace of freaking Wands. So there might be a new beginning if you want. Okay, so for some of you, if you want a new beginning, you can have it. But it could be friendship too, okay? This one, if I'm talking to someone I know who's close to me, it's like, no, I'll be friends with you, okay? But if this is someone who's more like let's say it's like why I said that, it's like I channeled like a soccer player who had a big scandal, okay? It's from a Brazilian, he's Brazilian. I don't remember what his name was, but he kind of divorced his wife, with whom he has 3 children with, to get married to this woman's niece, okay? So if it's that kind of scenario, I don't think you have a chance, this one, okay? It's like the amount of freaking like betrayal your person, it's like they can't even trust you again, this one. Okay, so if it's like my niece or my sister or my brother or my cousin, something of the sort, I don't think it's real. Okay, so we're gonna ground ourselves here. But if it's something like not choosing somebody close to me, it's could change. Okay, so just know that there might be some chance here. Okay, things can change. Okay, the thing is that I can't answer you if I have a crush on you. This one, I don't have a crush on you, but it could change. If you want me to have a crush on you, perhaps it can change. That's what we want you to understand. If you want me to have a crush on you, want to have a happy ending with me, it could happen, okay? It could happen. Very hilarious, okay? Like, it's just that the mood I connect you with, it's more like I isolate myself because I strongly would wish to surrender to you. I don't know, okay? This one, it's like, my heart is pumping still, but then again, it's like, if you want, you can try. Okay, I don't know who I'm reading this for. Okay, if you want, you can try. So, overall connected to you, why I wanted to isolate myself is because I was already getting out of my comfort zone as a person, okay? The reason why was I was a bit like following my intuition, or I kind of like was foolish, or I was just following my intuition connected to you, okay? It's more intuitive nature, this one, okay? We're gonna go there. And my challenge connected to you was to talk with you, okay? So I needed to communicate with you, okay? So I need to communicate with you, or I need to get to know you better, this one, so I can kind of like know if I like you or not, this one. This one, it's not manifested perhaps, I don't know. And in the initial energy with the like the in the past connected to me getting out of my comfort zone, I wanted to be responsible for myself, but then again, or I was always responsible for myself connected to you. I was always like, I took care of my own shit with you, okay? Like, I didn't really, like, I was more responsible in nature, okay? My energy is more responsible. I'm responsible for my own life, okay? Like, I make my own decisions. Like, I'm my own life leader kind of energy connected to you, okay? So, that kind. In the present moment with the Four of Swords, I'm kind of like I don't like understand this one. You have the Four of Wands with the Four of Wands. I said Four of Wands, but it's not the king. It's the King of Wands. Okay, it's not Four of Wands. You have the King of Wands with the Four of Swords. Like, I don't really know. Okay, we're just gonna open my cards until I understand what the energy is. Okay, like this one, like perhaps I'm blind to it. I don't see it. I'm blind to it. It's either I'm in denial, I'm running away, but it's not even that. It's more like I wish to kind of the mood I went in at the time. Okay, so this one, perhaps this one, it could be like, did I have a crush on you? It was always, I didn't know. That's the word. I didn't know if I had a crush. I didn't know. I don't know if I have a crush on you. This one is funny like that. Okay, so this one is, I don't know if I have a crush on you. Okay, so I'm in denial, or I'm getting out of my comfort zone here. It's like I'm thinking perhaps if I have or I don't have. That kind. Okay, so this is how your person's feeling. It's always changing. Sometimes I have a crush on you, sometimes I don't. Okay, sometimes I have a crush on you, I don't. So the answer is that this one, I don't know. That's the answer. I don't know if I like you. So the mood I go in, it's more like, I don't know if I like you or not, but it's like I strongly want to isolate myself, or I strongly want to face you so that I can understand if I like you or not. This one, it's very easy. The challenge here is to just speak with you so I can understand if I really like you or not. So in the present moment, it's more like I'm kind of like thinking, should I kind of like say something or not? Okay, so it's more like sometimes I'm thinking if I should say something or not. Okay, so that's what it meant here. Okay, the fact that there's like one sword on the wall, there's two other ones on the other side, and there's a one right in front of me, and there's like I have a guard up and I'm slipping with one that's like source that's on top of me. So it's more like I know what the truth is, perhaps, or I don't know what the truth is. I need to find out what the truth is. Okay, so I need to find out what the truth is. Do I really like you or not? Okay, but then again, I'm in a dilemma. Do I want to come and confess to you or not? Okay, but I'm guarded overall. And with the two swords, it's also, I'm thinking, should I kind of act indifferent, or should I kind of like how should I act? that kind of energy, so that I can like get an idea. This one, it's more, I don't know if I have a crush on you or not. I don't know it. That's the thing. This one, the answer is I don't know. I don't know. Oh, they don't know it themselves, okay? This one, they don't know what it is. They feel something with you perhaps, but they need to confirm it by talking and collaborating with you, okay? So, and I wish to do it without like planning the things, okay? So I kind of like, I'm thinking about these things, but then again, if I were to do them, let's say, I'm not gonna like plan things. I'm not gonna strategize here. I'm just gonna kind of like do it like the King of Wands does. They just do it like Nike, you know? The King of Wands is that kind of energy. It's more like it kind of relies on luck overall, okay? It just has the intention, it just does it with full faith and, you know, like passion. That works out, okay? But I don't plan things like the King of Swords or like the King of Pentacles. I don't do mind games either. I just kind of like genuinely face it, you know, that kind, okay? And in the near future, it's more like with the 10 of Wands, you have the World card in reverse and you have the Moon card. So the Moon card is on a physical level, like, how am I going to tune into these three energies? In what way should I tune into those three energies? Like, okay. This one, the person needs to spend more quality time with you. Just to figure out how they feel about you, okay? Because this one, it's not gonna tell you until it has its own like criteria's met, okay? When I'm saying criteria, it's more like I need to talk with you, I need to date you, I need to spend time with you, I need to touch you, I need to smell you, I need to like see you smile and talk and have deep conversations, like sometimes just see how our dynamic is. This one is that type of person, this one, okay? Like I need to ground the sensations I feel. I might need to kiss you, taste you, just to kind of know if we are compatible like that, and then we'll say if we like you or not, this one. Even if I'm dating you, I don't know if I like you still. It's that kind. This one, okay? So that's what the Moon is. It's more like on a until I don't date you, I don't talk with you, I don't touch you, I don't kiss you, I'm not gonna say sleep with you because it doesn't need to sleep, this one, okay? It doesn't need to. But if it needs to, it's gonna still sleep with you. It's gonna test you until it understands what it feels towards you, this one. I don't say I love you just like that. And even if I say it, it's like, I don't say this one. I don't say I love you, this one. But I don't know. So this one, it's still not known. It's undetermined. To be determined by you. Okay, so this is the answer. I have nothing else to say. I'm sorry. It's just like this like Golden Universal Tarot. It's like you need to get to know me better. I need to get to know you better. Okay, so that I can say I have a crush on you. But things can definitely change. That's what Tarot is saying. If you want, you can have it. Okay? This person you had synchronicities with. Intuition is enhanced overall. But the physical activity, it's more like you and I had like physical activity. And there's a relationship that I need to your forgiveness. I need your forgiveness, or you need to forgive me. Okay? Like, it's, I don't know what the forgiveness card is doing there, but I'll just kind of shuffle just to kind of like, what is that forgiveness card for? Okay? Like, you have manifestation. I don't know. It's not important. So just know that I don't know if I have a crush on you. Or no, I never had a crush on you. Or I don't have a crush on you. Okay? But it can change. But just remember, if you kind of chose somebody close to me, that one might... I don't think we're going to change that much because of amount of betrayal. But then again, if this is not that kind of scenario, it's just like an element of like outside of the family issues, it's okay. But this is like more like family, and you know, it's like crush elements we're talking about. It's really not, I don't think it's doable. Okay, like I don't... too deceptive for that. Okay, so it's more like there's no real element of trusting you again. Okay, so it's more like I accept and I wish you good happiness with whoever it is. I might like you as a friend or family member kind of thing, but there's no real element of, you know, being with you or something. Okay, but if this is outside of family problems like that, there was really no element of people being in a relationship consciously together, then perhaps I might, you know, say I like you, perhaps. You'll know. Okay, so it's that type of situation. Okay, so have a good day, guys. I hope it resonated. I hope that it gave some people some kind of like awakenings connected to situations, and kind of helps them stop clinging to the past and just see the present moment and see what you could see differently. People that you never really thought you could like, but then again you like, or it's gonna kind of give new beginnings so that you can definitely be happy now. Okay, so don't cling to the past for some of you. Okay, so that's it. See you guys. Bye bye.